Hey everybody, it's Matt Shu at Upright Health here with my buddy
Josh Ash.
and today we are going to be talking about a question that Alex asked us on a previous video. So in this previous video, we're talking about doing side-lying leg lifts and doing some modifications to make sure that your glutes actually fire. And Alex asked us what the difference is between the way we do that side-lying leg lift and the way people often are shown how to do it when they go through PT trying to wake up their glutes. So we're going to give you a quick little demonstration and a quick little explanation, Alex. So here it is. Hopefully you guys find this helpful and enlightening. All right, so here you can see Josh doing the side-lying leg lift the way we talked about in the video. So basically he's got his hips at 90 degrees of flexion, essentially. You can do it in other degrees of flexion as well, but this is the one we were talking about. Sometimes people have trouble actually activating their glutes. So for example, when we do this exercise, people will sometimes be unable to use this here. So then in that previous video, we talked about doing leg circles. So basically just getting to kind of a middle position here and then just circling around as Josh is showing you here. So Alex's question is, well, what's the difference between doing it like this and doing it the way people talk about doing it in PT all the time, which is basically with the legs more in line with the body. So Josh here is actually still showing you a little bit of flexion in the hip, but if he goes into that fully extended position and then tries to do that leg lift, there's a couple things that can go quickly wrong that mean he's not going to use his glutes. So Josh, what do you feel yourself using right here?
Well, more of the front of my thigh.
Yeah, so that's a huge thing, right? So front of the thigh, when Josh comes up like that, it's really easy to actually recruit the quads here just because of the position he's in. If he lets his foot rotate up at all, it quickly becomes an issue of his quads firing. You'll start to get TFL. You might be using glute med a bit, but what's more likely to happen is if you check out right here, you can see if Josh wants to cheat this, he can start either rotating with the whole leg or pulling the actual pelvis and moving the ilium superiorly. So Josh, can you show them a real good cheat with the QL? Well, that good cheat with the thigh. Show us the QL cheat. Yeah, so you can see that area between the rib cage and the thigh just closes down. So just because of the way you're oriented, you start getting things all crazy. So you need to make sure, so if you're going to do them in the straighter position, you want to try to make sure that the body stays in a straight line, and then that you actually try to recruit right in there and trying to use those muscles. You probably can't get very high, so you're only going to be using like glute med, glute min, a little bit of TFL if you're not cheating with your thigh. So Alex and everybody else who's thinking about doing leg lifts in this extended position or in the flex position, the reason why we want you to think about doing it with hip flexion is because it really puts you in a position where you are basically required to use your butt, whereas being in this straight position gets you to use all kinds of other things. So as long as Josh brings those knees forward a little bit, just even a smidge, it's going to make it a lot easier for him to get that line of pull through the posterior fibers of the glute med and a little bit of the glute max as well. So hopefully that answers your question, Alex. If you have more questions or you have questions that you've submitted a long time ago and they haven't been answered, it's because we get a lot of questions and we try to sift through all of them. If you want to get your questions answered quicker, go ahead and check out the Upright Insider program. We do have a member Q&A section where we do prioritize your questions there. So you can check it out at insider.uprighthealth.com. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to subscribe, and please remember that pain sucks.
Why shouldn't it?
If you liked the video, don't forget to like, share, and comment. And don't forget to subscribe.